Here we have a Yaesu FTdx 1200, and it just arrived, and we're doing some initial checks to compare it afterwards after we install the Asymod in it. So right now we're on AM, and the dead key is set at about 25 watts, 24 watts, and we have a reference set. And as we can see, it does peak backwards as usual. We're not on the PEP setting on this bird here. But as you can see, that's a reference. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just about 100%, a little under. Audio 1, 2. Showing about 24 watts, swinging to about close to 100 there. Audio 1, 2, so about almost 4 times your power. Brings us to 100% modulation. We're close enough. Now again, one of the reasons why this radio is here is because the owner couldn't bring it down below a 5-watt carrier. As you can see here, that's it. This is as low as it'll go without having to go in the alignment procedure and assign that value a lower power setting. So that's one of the issues. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Yaesu FTdx 1200, and we have installed the Asymod IIIs in it, along with the external control unit and the external PDT mouse. And we'll briefly go through the installation. Well, we have installed the Asymod IIIs on this FTdx 1200, and we've set it up right here in this cavity. And we have the HDMI cable coming out the side to the back of the radio. Here you have your HDMI connector, and it goes right there. So, the way we've installed this Asymod is we've taken the audio from the mic preamp section from the FTdx 1200, and we've rerouted it from the balance modulator out into the input jack in the back, where we have incorporated an AM mute circuitry, where when we go on AM, the audio coming back into the radio, it's split between the input of the balance modulator and the Asymod. But we cannot allow that audio to pass through to the balance modulator, otherwise we're going to be modulating at low level, and we don't want that. So for that reason, the audio mute circuitry in here mutes the audio coming back into the balance modulator during AM operation. When not in AM, the audio flows from the microphone preamp into the jack and back out into the balance modulator. When this audio path is interrupted by connecting a line-in source to the line-in jack, and you plug in an external source, then that audio coming from the mic preamp is disabled, and the line in audio from the rear is fed in to the balance modulator during sideband operation, and when not, it is fed to the Asymod during AM. Alright. Other than that, we have all our control wires, signal wires, audio wires, all set up in there. Now we'll take a look at the top side of the radio where the PA is located. Well, here we're looking at the top side of the radio, and here we have our output low pass filters and our PA, and right here we have installed our AM sideband switch that allows us to switch on and off the modulation input for high level and back to 12 volts, vice versa, depending on the mode we're in. Here we're looking at the back panel, and as you can see, here is the line end connector. Here you have your HDMI connector going right over there. And we have our PTT from factory right there, in which we simply plug in our PTT mouse. So there you have it. There's your PTT mouse. One nice feature this unit has is this switch right here. This switch, when it's on, the Asymod is on and all works as described. When it's off, the radio is back to factory. Everything works as out of the box, except that you still have the option to feed your audio directly to the balance modulator for both AM and sideband. And we'll move on forward and take a look at how it operates with the external control unit. One of the main issues the owner of this radio was having was that he wasn't able to bring the radio down to a watt or less, even in the milliwatts, for AM carrier. And now with Asymod installed, not only do you have the wideband functionality in AM, you also have your asymmetry functionality, and you can control your dead key carrier from 100 milliwatts all the way up to 10 watts or 15 watts, which the maximum recommended is 10 watts. We'll take a look at how the Asymod external controller works in conjunction with the FTdx 1200. Basically everything is auto switching, so that means that when you come and you change your mode from AM to anything else but AM, the external control unit will be disabled, and when on AM, the external control unit will turn on. As we see here, right now we're on AM mode, so the external control unit is on, and when we switch to another mode, as in sideband, then the sideband indicator comes on, the switch back to AM. And when we transmit, you can actually hear the amp keying relay inside the external control unit kicking in. This allows you to key up your big amps with great isolation. That's about a 1 watt carrier. And as you can see, we can go, that's about 300 milliwatts. That's about 100 milliwatts. That's about half a watt right there. 1 watt. So there's no problem, no issues now setting this unit for a very low carrier setting on AM. And you can go up to 5, 10 watts if you like. Higher is not recommended. You won't have enough headroom. This radio is rated at 100 watts, so yeah, 10 is the most you want to do. And you see the power here on the radio too. That's your power output. That right there is 3 watts. That's 10 watts. Sorry, we're on the bottom scale. That's 0. And that would be about 1 watt. 2, 3, 4. Actually, this right here, that little line right there, is about 8 watts. That's about 6 watts on the bird. 6 watts. So I assume that marker, it means that it's 5 watts. As the actual meter display is not very linear on the lower scale. And that right there, 10 watts. It's exactly 10 watts on the bird. So not bad. So as you can see, there's not really much to the setup. It's pretty straightforward, simple to connect. You got your signal cable, control cable going to your transceiver into the Asymod right there. As you can see, the HDMI cable is nicely grounded to chassis. And you have your ground here going to your chassis ground, and your PTT mouse going to your PTT connector in the back, and your audio N, your line N connector right there. So here we are with the FTdx 1200, Asymod IIIs, and the external control unit and the 10 meter band, and we're gonna do a little test. So we're gonna first go ahead and transmit, and we're gonna see that we have a 2 watt dead key. Let me kill the mic, and the dead key, of course, we can vary it wherever we want. We'll leave it at 2 watts for now. 2 watts, okay? So, we'll go ahead and, there's a reference. We'll go ahead and start the signal generator. That gives us our, we gotta set down the modulation a little bit down. 100% modulation. And in the meter, we have our 8 watts. So that's 2 times 4 is 8, 100%. Right, we'll take out the SIG gen, and we'll activate the microphone. Again, here we have set up a, let's go ahead and start recording in Vegas.
There we go. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. We have set up this audio process chain in the simplest way that we could. A lot of the videos before, folks been telling me that the audio sounded over-processed. So we went ahead and put together a simple audio chain, process chain, to keep it simple. And there you have it. This is what it sounds like. And we'll go ahead and show you how the asymmetry works here. We'll go ahead and kill the mic. And
we're going to start our SIGGEN again. And there's our 100% modulation. And over here we could just race up the asymmetry. And we could hit 200%, 300%. We go down to about 125% is where we want to be. Again, we'll take off our SIGGEN and activate the microphone.
And there we are in Vegas, recording, and we'll see what it sounds like later. Right now we're going to go ahead and give it a little test run on the 11 meter band to see what it sounds like. All right, catch you guys on the next video.
Okay, so here we are, the 11 meter band. So let's say we want to set it for a 3-watt dead key. So we'll key up the radio. Okay. We have it set for a 3-watt dead key. Let's kill the microphone. Let's start the SIGGEN. And obviously we're too hot on the modulation, so we got to put the gain down. So there's a way to set up the Asymod without an oscilloscope. We had 3 watts of dead key at 100% modulation is 3 times 4, it's 12 watts. So we just raise up the audio gain to 12 watts. And if we look at the oscilloscope, we should be right on 100% modulation. And we are. So that's one way to set up the Asymod without using an oscilloscope. Now, of course, if you want more higher positive peaks to sound louder, you can come up and bring your asymmetry up all the way to 300 if you like to. But we like to keep it maximum 220 in this particular radio. But a nice spot is around 125 to 150. Okay, so there you have it. So we'll go ahead and kill the SIGGEN now, and we'll go ahead and start the recording. Activate the mic.
Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, audio test 1, 2. All right, let's take a look at. Let's bring the asymmetry all the way down. I had it up. That's about 100% modulation right there, and we can see there again our spectrum. It's well within at this point about 9 kilohertz to about 50 hertz. So here we are receiving on the IC7000, and that's what the FTdx 1200 sounds like now on the 11 meter band. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, audio test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's raise up the asymmetry a little bit to go to about, right there. Oh, that's the carrier, sorry. Put my carrier back down. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Carrier's at 3 watts. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. And 100% modulation should be there about 12 watts. So we're going to go ahead and raise up the asymmetry a little bit. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, audio test 1, 2. So now we're peaking to about 20 watts there. And that gives us on the oscilloscope about audio 1, 2, 3, 4. See, we're peaking up to like 200% modulation there. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio, let's go back down. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Very well. So there you have it. The Asymod IIIs with the Yaesu FTdx 1200 in the 11 meter band. We'll go ahead and give it a little test run on the 40 meter band, and then we'll do the 80 meter band, and we'll call it quits then.
Okay, I said we were going to go to the 40 meter band, but do you really think we're going to skip the 15 and 20 meter band? Let's take a look. Here we're going to test out this Yaesu FTdx 1200 and sideband. And we're going to be using the processed audio, and we're going to compare that to the stock mic audio. And we're going to see the difference of direct injecting directly to the balanced modulator. So we'll take a look at that now. Here we have modified our curve on the EQ to better suit the eSSB requirements, and we're going to be operating an ESB wide 1 to 5 kilohertz of bandwidth, and we're going to be receiving here on the Drake R8 receiver because we have our sideband 6 kilohertz filter. So that's going to be our setup, and we're going to go ahead and compare the two, the stock mic and the processed audio. So here we are in the 15 meter band, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and disconnect the rear line end connector. This will enable the hand mic, and we're going to first speak into the hand mic without any audio processing. And then we'll switch over to the RE20 using the processed audio, and then we'll see the difference. There we go. So first thing we're going to do is go ahead and start recording here on Vegas, and we'll use the hand mic.
Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, audio test 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. SSB with no processed audio. Hand mic audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Audio test 1, 2. All right, we'll go ahead and switch over to the process audio using the EV RE20 now. And for that, we will
go ahead and connect the line in, plug in the back. That way we're feeding the audio in directly to the balanced modulator from our processed audio. And we'll go ahead and transmit using the Mach switch.
And right now, we're modulating here, audio 1, 2, 3, 4, eSSB 1, 2, 3, 4. eSSB, test 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, eSSB wide 1, 5 kilohertz of audio, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there you have it. This is what it sounds like. This is the difference. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, audio test.
So here we are in the 20 meter band. Let's say we want to start off with a higher dead key, and let's set it at 5 watts. Here I've already set it at 5 watts, just a little more right there, and I'll go ahead and key it with the mux, and we'll go ahead and start the SIGGEN. And as we can see, we have our 100% modulation there, and we have our 20 watts there, which brings us to 100% modulation. Now again, with the asymmetry, we can bring it up to 200%. That puts us close to 40 watts. And we continue going up to 300%. That puts us at about close to 65 watts, 70 watts. We're past the scale here. So we'll bring the asymmetry back down to 100%. The SIGGEN off. And there's our 5 watts carrier. So we'll go ahead and open up the microphone. Again, we're using very light processing. And we're going to go ahead and start the recording here on Vegas.
Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3. Audio 1, 2, 3 test. Let's bring up the audio level of the IC7000 a little bit here, so we could have more audio in Vegas. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 20 meter band. Asymod IIIs with the FTdx 1200. So here we have, we're seeing a 5 watt dead key swinging to about 20 watts, which puts us right at 100% modulation. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. We like to keep it around 150 to 125, which is right around there. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And here we are on 40, and we've set it for a 5 watt dead key. 5 watts reference. Or 100% at 20 watts. 5 times 420. And as we raise up the asymmetry, there we have 200% modulation. 200, 100. We'll put it around 125. Take off the SIGGEN, open the mic, and we'll start Vegas. So we're here recording in Vegas. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, audio test. 1, 2. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hello, audio test. 1, 2, 3. Hi-fi, 40 meters. Audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi-fi audio on the 40 meter band. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi-fi audio on the 40 meter band. Audio test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last and final, the 75 meter band. Okay. We'll take off the SIGGEN and open up the mic. Audio 1, 2, audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here on the 75 meter band. Last and final test. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here is the Yaesu FTdx 1200 with the Asymod IIIs
and the Asymod External Control Unit. Audio test 1, 2, hi-fi audio on the 75 meter band. Hello, audio 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There you have it. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's lower the asymmetry back down to 100. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, test 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3. Final test. This is the last and final test. Audio 1, 2, 3, 4.